Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, odds and ensers, right here to Shoot the Shit Saturday, the segment on Odds and Ends Gaming where we talk about nothing, talk about everything, and basically shoot the shit. I, of course, am the one, the only, highly rated, armor-plated, imitated, but never, and I mean ever, duplicated, Espionage DB7. And I am joined today by the icon, Obsolete 2003.
Yo.
The hostess with the mostest, Valkyrie Grinder.
That's me.
And you've heard of the God of War, you've heard of the God of Thunder, but have you heard of the God of War Thunder, Ringleader?
Am I even here?
I don't know, he's ethereal. He's not in a corporeal form. He's celestial.
Are you my conscience?
Did we even hear him?
Hi.
If a ring speaks out in the channel and nobody is around to hear it, does he make a sound?
No.
Not joining us today is Nickolas Zombie, but shout out to him wherever he may be right now. Before we go on, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's only right here on Odds and Ends Gaming where you can find this weekly podcast that we do. Not to mention our live streams, our month-long October Halloween festivities with Oddities and Entrails. That starts Friday, October 1st. More than likely around 7 p.m. will be the kickoff live stream. More on that to come soon. But, you know, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell icon for notifications. And with that, let's take it away. Who's got something they want to talk about?
Let's start with your hatefulness.
What the fuck? My hatefulness. What a way of...
But not wrong.
What? That's not the way to. Okay, first of all, the mini segment is called Things S Hate.
So what's your hatefulness this week? Because you threw me under the bus last week, and we got a good conversation. I want to know what you hate this week.
Okay, I'll give you a thing that S hates. I hate finding a delicious, and I'm talking about the first time you taste something and it's absolutely delicious, a delicious meal or food product. And I'll tell you the reason I hate it. Because you're always chasing the first time that you had that. Is that not you? Like, let's say you go to a restaurant and you order something you've never had before, but you're feeling adventurous. You're feeling, you know, you want to try something new. It's something you've never even heard of before, but it, you know, the list of ingredients all sounds like they'd coalesce together into a fine dish, and then they bring it to you. The aroma lifts up into your nostrils. It smells so good. You take your fork, you dig in, and you take that first bite, and oh, euphoria. It tastes magnificent. You finish the plate, you clean the plate, it's, you know, you lick the plate, everything, it's gone, and it's so good, and you loved it. And as a matter of fact, you decide to order a second order to take it home for the doggy bag, you know, and you take it home in the doggy bag, put it in the fridge, and you figure, you know, tomorrow's lunch will be delicious again. Then you take it out of the fridge, you put it in the microwave, heat it up, you sit down expecting to have that same euphoric experience from the night before. You take a bite, and just somehow the flavors are all there, the aroma's there, everything is there. Is it maybe the textures that's a little off? Is it, has it lost some of its seasoning? You don't know what it is, but it doesn't quite taste like the first time. And you figure, you know what, it's probably because I microwaved it or whatnot. And then you decide, you know what, next time, week from now, 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna go treat myself again. So I'm gonna go to this restaurant once more. It was a little expensive of a meal, but you know what, I'm gonna treat myself. I deserve it. I worked hard, so here I go. You order that dish, it comes, and once again it's served in all its majesty, and you think it's just gonna be another delicious treat for the senses, for a savory treat for the tongue, I guess, more than anything else. But you bite into it, and yet again, it's just not the same. And I hate that. I've had that happen several times. I order something from somewhere, and I love it, and it's delicious, and I savor it, but the next time you order it, you're always chasing the first time you had something. And I'll tell you one example. The most recent one, a while back, maybe about about 4 or 5 months ago, I ordered a Oreo cookies and cream milkshake from which. And it was the most perfect milkshake I ever had. I loved it. It was creamy, but not, you know, so frozen that you can't get it out of your straw. It was sweet, but not too sweet. It was just pure vanilla and chocolatey goodness, and I loved it. And since then, I probably ordered milkshakes from them maybe 4 or 5 times. And I've ordered, obviously other stuff too, sandwiches or something. But I've never been able to recreate that first wonderful experience. And it's, like I said, it's happened many times, and I hate that. I absolutely hate chasing the first time you've had something delicious. Is that a good summation of my hatefulness?
Well, I feel
any thoughts?
I can relate, but mine's a little bit different, I think.
Okay.
So it's still food related. So when I get craving for ramen, I picture myself at Suck. It's a ramen place down in Medical.
What's it called again?
Suck It.
Suck It?
Suck It.
I thought I heard you wrong. Suck It.
No, it's called Suck It. And
does Shawn Michaels and Triple H run the place?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. But
Obs gets it.
It's a wrestling reference, and I'm not too. I know who you're talking about, but I'm not really.
I'm sorry, I derailed you. Go ahead. Go.
Yeah. Suck It has like the boba tea, and different. It's a ramen shop, but it's so good. And the one that I get, it has like the shiitake mushrooms. It has the boiled egg, the little panyo ham, the little chives, like the onions on top. It's so good. Everything mixes so well. And when I want it, most of the times I can't afford it, so I'm stuck with the HE ramen. That's ramen. Well, I can't say ramen's ramen because there's different types of ramen, right. But that's what I can afford. But I get mad every time I eat that ramen because it's not the ramen that I want. I want the good, creamy ramen that has all the veggies and the fixings and this, like, you can eat.
The whole works.
Yeah, exactly.
Real ramen, in other words.
Yes, and I'm just like mumbling to myself, stupid ramen, you're not what I want, you son of a. I'm still gonna eat you because I'm hungry. Yeah, but this type of ramen I grew up with anyways, and I didn't know what actual ramen tastes like until I ran into Suck It. And if you're in San Antonio and want to try ramen, I do highly recommend Suck It. It's off of Babcock and Medical Center area, so go there. It's a real good place. And they have great appetizers. If you like octopus balls,
suck them octopus balls.
It's going back to gang beasts with their tentacles.
God.
Because I'm a little bit weird when it comes to textures. The octopus balls would have been good, but I just don't like the textures. But they have what else? The pot stickers are pretty good too. So yeah, but yeah, I hate it when I'm really craving something and I have to have the generic version of it. It just doesn't put me in a bad mood, but it leaves me hungry. Like, really waiting for the next payday to come, because that's where I'm probably gonna go. Especially now that we're rolling into the cooler weather.
Yes, I love it. I love the cooler weather. Me too. As long as it doesn't freeze, God.
Oh yeah, apparently we're gonna have a colder winter this year. I was like, I don't care if we have a colder winter as long as we can keep that snow out of our area.
We can keep the power on, Texas.
It's just, I love the snow. I think it's beautiful, but when I slipped multiple times earlier this year, I was over it. I really was. I don't like being bruised. I don't like looking like a wobbly, jiggly panda in real life. I like having firmness, that control where I can walk without looking like a drunk. There you go.
Well, how about you? Can you relate? Have you ever had like a meal that you loved and then you just were never able to find it again? Okay.
Yeah. Going to the movies and there used to be decent pizza going there, and then the been a while. Went back. I think not only was it subpar, and it was like regular, I guess, original pizza crust, that then it kind of went to like this almost cracker style thin crust. And then I think it was probably more expensive too. And it's like, what the hell is this? It's just like
Hiding into cardboard.
yeah. That was like
under new management probably save money on the ingredients.
You know what? I think movie theaters probably have the best soft serve pretzels.
Soft serve pretzels?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've
but
never
they're
had
expensive.
Yeah, I know, like probably. But I definitely enjoy that. That's one of my favorite things to get out of theater. Oh man, I missed
I haven't had a soft pretzel in a long time. They're good.
Annie's pretzel Annie's. They're at North Star. She's still that business is still open, and you can smell the fresh dough while you're walking past, and like them baking the pretzels. Oh man, my mouth waters every time. Sorry, y'all. I hope y'all
the mouth water.
Yeah.
Isn't it just the worst? Also, when there's a restaurant like maybe that you love to eat over and over again, and then at some point they shut down. I mean, that just sucks.
That makes me angry.
I hate to even bring this up, but this whole time that we've been talking about this, I also I don't even know how to get it out here. The thing I miss most about my ex-girlfriend from years ago is her cooking. And one thing in particular that she just that she would make that I just loved was this cheesy potato soup that was just chef's kiss. It was absolutely delicious. And she made it for me a few times. She made it for me on my birthday when I was out there. And well, I've obviously never had it again since, and I would love to have it again. It's like that scene from The Simpsons with freaking Skinner, where he's talking about how he was a POW, and he's like, it's it's made of lentils, rice, or 3 different kinds of rice, and this and that. I tried for years to get it here in the States, but they just couldn't get the spices right. I've had potato soups since then, but they weren't the same. So yes, if to wrap up and conclude this week's segment of things S hates, I hate when I love something and I can't have it again, or when I love something and it's just not as good as the first time. So that concludes that, right?
Yes.
Such a doof.
All right, so I think probably the big topic for this podcast has to be I mean, it had already been announced, the Mario movie, but they came out with who is going to be in the cast, and they
pump your brakes.
Yeah?
So what's this movie again? Because when you mentioned it before we started recording, I didn't even know that this was happening.
Super Mario Bros. The movie.
Nintendo finally went all in to try to make a Super Mario Brothers movie again, but it's gonna be CGI. And they recently announced who is going to be the cast. So I have it here. Let me read this out to you.
John Leguizamo?
No. Let me read this out to you, and let me just get your reactions as we go. And I'll go from the bottom up. Sebastian Maniscalco is gonna be Spike. I don't even know who Spike is. I don't know if he's gonna be a Hammer Bro or whatever. These are the
Isn't he one of Bowser's sons?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, probably.
I have no idea who Sebastian is.
Me neither. I don't know that guy. I don't know this next one either. Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek, Kamek. I'm not sure what character that is, but he's gonna be that. Fred Armisen is gonna be Cranky Kong. So the father of Donkey Kong, Fred Armisen. Charlie Day will be voicing Luigi. Keegan Michael Key will be voicing Toad.
Ron.
Ron?
Ron. He's Saturday Night Live skit.
Now
When he
this
mispronounces names.
this is where it gets good. This is the top billing here, and these are where it gets good. Seth Rogen will be playing Donkey Kong,
Not sure how I feel about that one.
which I can kind of see. He's got that kind of grunty voice, especially when he laughs. If you like in Kung Fu Panda, when he laughs and talks as the cricket or the grasshopper, whatever the hell he is, he has the kind of a guttural, throaty voice, and I can kind of see that as Donkey Kong. The voice of Bowser will be Jack Black.
I'm very intrigued on that one.
That's yeah. The voice of Princess Peach, I don't know this actress. Princess Peach will be played by Anya Taylor-Joy. Do you know that? Who that is?
SB, have you seen the movie Witch?
No.
We've talked about this one. So you remember the movie Witch, like the one with the whole
The horror
gutting-
movie, which right?
Yeah, the
Oh
horror
yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, the blonde female lead character,
The daughter.
the daughter, yeah, that's her. That's
Okay.
who plays her.
Cool.
Or
And-
if you're, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go finish, please. I thought you were done.
And Netflix, she's I think it's a movie. It's like it's a chess movie.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, whatever. She's the main actress in that one.
That's cool.
And lastly, the role of Mr. Da-da-da-da-da-da himself will be done by Chris Pratt. Star-Lord is gonna voice Super Mario, which obviously he's been in the Lego movie. So it's a safe bet to say that this, I think, is gonna be a very Americanized version of Super Mario. You know, with those voices alone. Jack Black as Bowser, I kind of see him as a Bowser that just runs around throwing fits. You know, because Jack Black has a very loud, over-the-top personality, obviously. You know, so I don't see him as being, you know, like a like a tactical leader sending out troops. And generally obviously in the games, Bowser just kind of growls and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if Jack Black does growls or if it's just gonna be, you know, him voicing it. But I definitely think they're going to basically take.
He doesn't do growls though. But Bowser has complete speaking lines nowadays. It's not gonna be growls. He's fucking whole speaking lines instead.
In the movie, right?
Yeah, regardless. Right now, even Bowser in the games has complete speaking lines now. He's not just growling anymore. Where do you get that from?
I haven't played a Super Mario game in a while. I didn't know.
Yeah, Bowser has complete lines now. He hasn't growled since like Mario 3.
Well, okay. Well, I am not.
Even in the Mario Party games, he doesn't. Too.
No, but he does have speaking lines in Super Mario 64.
What
Well-
about? No, in Super Mario 64 he doesn't talk. He just comes
No,
out
you're
in
right. Nobody talks in that game, but the game after that, not Mario Party.
He talks
I know
in Super
it-
Mario Odyssey.
Bowser's Fury.
Definitely Odyssey. He definitely in Galaxy. Sunshine, yes. Speaks in all of them. He's been speaking for like 15 plus years.
Well, I was not aware, so my mistake.
There you go. Same with
gonna-
Donkey. Same with
I'm
Donkey Kong as well. Donkey Kong's been speaking since around the same time. The
But-
only character who doesn't really speak per se is the Goombas.
Well, I know that Donkey Kong used to have his own freaking animated series at one point.
Yeah.
But regardless of whether they're speaking or not, I mean the cast itself, just the personalities that are involved with this movie, tells me it's going to be a very zany, wacky type film. I can imagine there being, you know, some seriousness to the plot. You know, I can see it being a good movie. I'm thinking along the lines of where I've seen these actors do voices, such as Kung Fu Panda, the Lego movie. You know,
Alien versus Monsters versus.
Monsters vs. Alien. That's right. Seth Rogen's in that. I can definitely see them doing it, but it's going to be very. I think it's going to be a zany picture with serious themes. However, I don't foresee anything. I think it's going to be kind of, you know, like the games are. In the games, unless I'm mistaken, and I know there's a time when Bowser actually gets thrown into lava, he melts, but he comes back as like Skeletal Bowser. I don't really foresee like the villain being killed at the end, as kind of has been seen in previous like Disney type movies. You know,
Look at the Sonic movie.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah, I
Bowser
know.
has been killed since the first game.
How many times has he been killed?
I think that was the only time where he was actually like decimated in actual form was the first Mario game. After that, he just usually just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he would get kicked out of the screen or whatever. Obviously, they're not gonna ruin their chance of making sequels either. But
No, it's Funimation. Not Funimation. Illumination.
Oh,
Who's
really?
doing the film. Yeah, that's the big news. That's been known for a very long time.
I'm gonna take this, even though I feel kind of like iffy already. I don't want to judge it yet until I see it, because like I was not having I didn't think Detective Pikachu was gonna be good, and I really wholeheartedly loved that movie. So with the game that I grew up with as a kid, and with them using a good chunk of the actors that I like, I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it. Like I don't want to knock it until I actually see, because every time I thought a movie has been bad recently, it's been like, actually it's not too bad, it's actually pretty funny. So again, I don't know. That's just my.
It may be.
So wait and see.
It may be that I think I've said we have to wait and see.
Yes.
It may be that the video game movie curse is over. So far, we've had two that were pretty big hits. Detective Pikachu being one, Sonic the Hedgehog the movie being another. And I actually am a big fan of that movie. I really did enjoy it, and I think the reason being, I think that Hollywood finally figured it out. And I think the reason that most video game movies failed before is because they were making the video game movies with the preconceived notion that the people that were going to see these movies were mostly fans of the game. So I think they did them as a fan service. So whenever there was something like, oh my god, I can't believe it, it's that character, it's this character, yada yada.
With Smash Brothers.
What? Smash Brothers?
I'm just, yeah, whatever.
You want a Smash Brothers movie? I would like to see that.
Oh my god, no, I said I want Goku and Smash Brothers, like everybody.
Oh, yeah, well, exactly. So, I mean, it was pandering to an audience who's probably a small percentage of the audience that is the movie-going public. So, they didn't really do much as far as story building and universe building, because they figured that most of the people had already had a knowledge and background. They did a minimal amount of it. Whereas, Sonic the Hedgehog, it gave you kind of a backstory, which was not part of the games, which that's kind of what upset some of the people who were fans of the games. But it gave him an origin, it gave him a bit of a backstory, it gave him character development. A big part of the Sonic movie that people liked, that I liked, was the fact that he had character development. I liked the exploration of his solitude and how, he was depressed and alone, and he, at one point it got so much to him that he had that outburst, which is what set the movie in motion. So they're giving these characters actual character development. They're not just, oh, he's Sonic the Hedgehog, he's fast and he's blue, and that's all. They're actually building character. I haven't seen Detective Pikachu, but I have heard that it has it tugs at the heartstrings in certain parts, and it had some pretty good character development. So that's the thing that I think they needed to figure out, that we need to actually do some universe building, despite the fact that this is based on pre-existing IP. A lot of the people that are going to come see our movies may not be familiar with it. For Mario, I don't know all of the lore. I know probably about 5% of the lore, if that, as far as Super Mario and all these characters go. So if I go to see this movie, I'm going to want to know a little bit of origin. I'm going to want to know how a plumber became the savior of the Mushroom Kingdom, if that's what they're doing.
There's no existing lore on that.
They're well, I mean,
Like no. You need to understand something about the Mario universe or the Mario lore. There's almost none.
that's good actually. See,
There's no consistency in any of the games. There's no existing lore because every game is basically a fresh start.
well, again, I mean, in a way that's good because it gives the screenwriters, it gives the people making this movie free license to do some universe building, to do some character development.
Creative freedom.
Exactly. So I mean, if there isn't a whole lot of lore, if every game basically is a one-off, then that's all the more better. I mean, I know for a fact that Sonic the Hedgehog has lores and the universe has expanded and stuff like that. So I do know that franchise does have it. I did not know. I do not know. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of the Mario games. I remember I used to love Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3, Mario 64, and all that. But that's probably about the extent of what I've played. But definitely, there does need to be some sort of background. They can't treat the game, or they can't treat the movie as if it's a game, because that's what they've been doing, and that's why so many video game movies have failed and have flopped, because that's it's exactly that. There's no, they think that since it's built on existing IP that people are just gonna know who certain characters are and stuff like that. So
the thing though is the universe is the game series is so well known that you cannot use it as an excuse.
Use what as an excuse for what?
To make characters that are not inaccurate to what they really are. Mario is one of the most well-known franchises in video games in modern history.
But to your point, what is known about him? He's a plumber.
He's an Italian plumber. He has Princess Peach, who tries to save every other day. There's Bowser, who also has the Bowser kids. He's also the leader of the Koopa army. He has a brother and also an evil twin of sorts in Mario, which of course Luigi has also Waluigi.
Wow.
They live in the Mushroom Kingdom. These are all basic facts. Nobody can evade these. Stars are the sorcerer's power. When it's super strong. He's addicted to mushrooms. He's a mushroom addict.
Wait,
there are various.
He's addicted?
Why not? I mean, he's always eating mushrooms all the time.
To gain power.
You have to wonder if a guy like that is just like totally tripping balls half the fucking time.
How has he not gotten gigantism?
Maybe it's just something with his own perception because he's on such a fucking trip.
Oh my!
Who knows? Who knows? We don't. For all we know, this is how it is.
Wow.
This is an amazing thing about this game series is that
Bowser's just a turtle in his aquarium, and he has like little pebbles that are his Goombas.
How fucked up would it be if we watched the whole movie and then at the end, when he's celebrating his victory over Bowser, we zoom out to a guy just kind of glass-eyed in a Brooklyn apartment? Fucking.
There was actually a YouTube video that covered this exact scenario.
Really?
Yes, I'll leave it to you. I'll leave it to you later.
It was just fucking high on mushrooms. None of this really happened.
And this is an older YouTube video, so it's good.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have hope that it'll be good. When Ring first told me, because Ring was the one that shared the cast with me, when he first told me the cast, I was like, man, this is gonna suck. But then I started thinking about the movies that these voice actors have been in. Like I said, Kung Fu Panda, I love. Detective, no, not.
You can't forget Sausage Fest.
Sausage Fest?
No.
Oh, you're talking about Sausage Party.
No. Yeah. Technically it was a sausage fest. Yeah,
but Kung Fu Panda, Monsters vs. Aliens. What was the third one that there was another one. Fuck, what the hell was the other one? Oh, the Lego movie. Yes, and I love those movies. So I mean, they do have a chance. I think it's gonna be a very.
The writing matters more than anything else. That's all it comes down.
Yes, it has to be good writing. So anyway, one last thought on this the Super Mario movie from me anyway. I don't like the fact that it's being made by Illumination. I like Despicable Me 1 and 2. Didn't care for the third one. Secret Life of Pets was meh. I didn't really care for it much. I don't know really what else they've put out. I know there's other stuff, but I haven't really cared to watch it. I would have the studio that I think would have been perfect for it would be Pixar. I would love to have seen it done by a Pixar studio, by Pixar, possibly DreamWorks. But Illumination, here's hoping that they don't bungle it. Anyone else have thoughts on the Mario movie?
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome because Illumination's doing it. It's fucking great. Minions are the fucking shit. Fuck yeah!
Oh my god, they're gonna fucking put a minion with a Super Mario. Yeah, I can see it already. You fucking know they're gonna do that.
Actually, if it was to be anything, it'd be the rabbits.
The rabbits?
Rabbids, yeah. Oh, sorry, he doesn't know about the rabbits.
I know what the rabbits are. The little stupid white.
Yeah, they're having crossover games right now with Nintendo.
I know there's a Mario Rabbids game, but
if anything, it'll be that. But
yellow rabbits.
We'll wait and see. And I wouldn't worry about Illumination because they're not doing the writing per se. They're just doing the animation.
Yeah.
And Nintendo does like to have a lot of control over their properties when they appear in other places. So I would not worry.
Okay. Well, we'll just like Ops said, we'll have to wait and see.
Yes.
Ops, you got anything new this week?
Hey, us, right?
Yeah.
Check the OEG layer channel in our chat, Discord. Relevant to the conversation.
Well, I will watch it. Is this copyrighted? I'll link the video here. I will watch it later just because I don't want the sound to pick up in the recording. I will link the video.
You could probably put in the recording. I don't think it's copyrighted. This is on fucking YouTube.
Well, I'll link it because I do have a little bit of news for us. Our podcast is now on Amazon Music.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
So it's not a big deal. Well, to us it is.
What do you mean it's not a big deal? It's a huge fucking deal. Fucking throw all the fireworks into the sky and celebrate, and then all of that is us. That is Oz Entertainment on Amazon Podcast. Yes,
that's right. Just search for Shoot the Shit Saturday on Amazon Podcast, and you'll find us there. Link will be in the description below to that as well.
Yes.
So we're growing, we're expanding. We're trying to get on Spotify and Pandora and all the other major podcast places.
Fuck yeah!
And if you're watching us here, what the hell?
Jesus.
What is wrong with you?
He's excited.
That is what it is.
Okay, well, if you're watching us here on YouTube again,
worldwide domain and shit. The whole world will hear our voice and by the dogs there is. We will spread our name and we'll become great. Just great. That's right.
And the name Odds and Ends will be written amongst the stars and the constellations.
Yeah.
Is he drunk? He seems a little.
It's Friday. It's a day to celebrate because it's Friday and he's off on the weekend.
What do you mean it's Friday? It's Saturday. That's right.
Okay, my days
It's Saturday.
Okay, in my defense, my days have been so fudged up. I seriously thought yesterday was Wednesday.
This is pre-recorded. This is the last podcast.
Or so, enjoying the after late night hours here, along with all of us and all our friends, and therefore bring it to you. Be sure you subscribe to the channel, like our vids, hit the bell as well. Just be sure to do that, guys.
Catch us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Amazon Music, and more.
That's right. We're shilling ourselves out.
Not shilling ourselves out. We're spreading. We're like
pouring.
We're shilling. Okay.
Pouring ourselves out.
I don't know about you, but we're not whoring because I'm not getting any money. But we do have an OnlyFans if that's what you're into. Find us there.
Catch Nickolas Zombie. Sorry, he's the one that brings that up. Sorry, Nick.
Yes, he does. But he's not here today.
No.
But fuck, this derailed. I was
Greatly.
this will be our last podcast before the start of Oddities and Entrails. And
Keeping it. What are we keeping it, Ops?
That's spooky.
Yes.
just spooky. How about terrifying? I have so many games. I was actually talking about earlier. We have so many games that we want to try. We have different things that we're gonna be doing. Ring, I want to play more of that Deathwing, whatever the fuck.
Space Hulk,
Space-
motherfucker.
Space Hulk.
Green.
Space Hulk. Space Hulk.
That was
Hulk.
that was a
Space
fun
Hulk.
game. We did
Show them
that.
and exterminate the vermin and get rid of the heretics that are on our ships.
Yes, blood for the blood god and all that. But we're gonna be playing that. I have a VR game that I want to be playing called Propagation VR, which is a lot of fun. We are gonna be doing some Phasmophobia. We're gonna be doing Pacify, In Silence. At some point, because it's not released yet, we plan to do Back for Blood. Me and Obs are continuing our live stream of Dead Space 3. Me and Val will be continuing our, not our live streams, our recording. Me and Val will be continuing our gameplay of Dead Rising 2. And then we have so many other games that we're going to be playing anew, revisiting. I'm doing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which so far I'm enjoying. Doing some pre-recordings of that. So there's just so much. All month long is just going to be non-stop. So be sure to tune into us on Twitch, on YouTube. Search Odds and Ends Gaming anywhere you watch your videos, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Well, actually not anywhere because we're not everywhere, but you get the idea. We're all excited.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, we're excited. Woo! Woo! Yeah!
Ric Flair, ladies and
And if
gentlemen.
you have a sensitive hearing, you might want to lower your volume for people
Because
wearing
I'm
headphones.
the jet flying, limousine riding, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, styling, profiling, nature boy. Woo! To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna stop.
Those are pretty good. I gotta save those sound bits.
What? Wow. I didn't get to do my Rick. That's what I was gonna do for WrestleFest Friday this year, but I didn't get to because fucking bitch ass COVID didn't allow us to get together the way we wanted to. So since the game that we did for WrestleFest Friday this year was only local co-op, I wasn't able to do it because I wasn't vaccinated at the time. But I mean, I've done Macho Man, I've done The Rock, and I was gonna do Ric Flair this year, and I didn't get to.
It's always next year. Settle down.
Next year I'm gonna have to do somebody else. I'll do Ted DiBiase. That was terrible, wasn't it? Man, he had the best laugh in the industry. Anyway, do we want to wrap things up there? Is that good? A bit of a shorter podcast this week. We're kind of preparing for Oddities and Entrails. Do everybody think this is a good stopping point, or somebody else have something they want to talk about?
Woo! Let's end it.
All right, I think that's good. Obs, do you want to see us out?
Sure. Thank you for everyone tuning in for our Shoot the Shit Saturday. I was here with Espionage DB7.
The one, the only.
Yes, the hostess of the mostest, Valkyrie Grinder.
That's me.
And Ringler064. I'm sorry I haven't memorized your little moniker thing, but yes,
God of
you're
War
here.
Thunder.
There we go.
Fuck yeah! I'm fucking awesome! Yeah!
Yes, you are. You're all awesome. I'm Obsolete 2003.
And you're also
Yes.
for tuning in. I'm talking to you out there in internet land.
Yes. Be sure to, like, share, subscribe for all our exclusive content and shenanigans here odds and ends gaming, especially with our spookiness that's to come in October. So stay tuned for that. But without anything else. Yes.
It's not October. It's Spooktober.
It's oddities and entrails.
Spooky.
Yes, keeping it spooky. We need that on a shirt.
I can make that.
There we go. Yeah, Spooktober, oddities and entrails. Keep it spooky. Settle down, everyone.
Like, share, subscribe, settle down, and have a great one.
Hit that bell. Bye.